Testing, testing. Must be a bit of a delay. Because I'm not going live on Facebook. But anyway, if you can see me on YouTube, welcome, welcome. Let me just. I'll start in a minute and then I'll give you a wrap up. But I've got to get this sorted. I don't know why this is not starting. Maybe it takes a little bit longer. Let me just get this live stream key. Restart broadcasting software. So hopefully that'll work. I don't know why it's not working, but anyway. Yeah, here we go. It's working now. So that's working. Cool. I'll just wait for you peeps on Facebook to get sorted, just build a bit of an audience, and then what I want to do is I just touch base with my peeps on YouTube. So today I'm going to do a simultaneous cast. Say that fast. Simultaneous cast. I do these simultaneous casts every now and again. But to be honest, they're not. I mean, they're quite hard to set up. Well, they're not hard to set up. They're just fidgety, They're just finicky. But yeah, obviously I'll try to do them as much as I can, because that way, you get two bites of the cherry. You've got, your peeps on Facebook, and then obviously you're hitting the audience on YouTube as well. So you're using one piece of content, you're doing one live stream, but you're going to two audiences. And this has helped me dramatically. But the thing is, it's kind of funny. I haven't figured out how to rechange so I've got to do it manually. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm going into YouTube and I'm changing the title to this title, because what happens is when you start a live stream, it pulls it from the original. When you start a live broadcast, it pulls the old description and text setting and everything. So anyway, it's all good. So if you're watching this on Prabhakar Mishra asked me how to increase my referrals. I'm assuming you're talking about REV shares. I'll give you a rundown on that. Just let me just go through a few things first, and then I'm going to tell you how to do that. All right. So, welcome everyone on the Facebook. Welcome everyone on YouTube. Welcome everyone on internet, the whole planet. It's Saturday morning, and it's all about consistency, guys. If you want to be successful online, it's all about consistency, right? And it's not about the program, guys. All right. It's not about the program, and the people that are still not successful still don't get this. Okay. So, it's my job, I guess, to educate people. They can take my advice on board, whichever way they want to. That's totally up to them. So let me just have a look at something. So this is my paying ads. I've got 1,655 ad packs, 147,000 in ad packs earnings. Obviously, I can't pull all that out because it's a total, right? And it's just a running total of everything, right? Okay, so this is what this ad pack earnings is. It's your total. You can't pull it out, right? It's like a logbook, I guess. Yeah. So 1,600. Once you get over sort of like, if you've got no referrals and you get over sort of 1,400, 1,450, 1,500, it's game over, right? In the sense that you can pull out $200 a day, no problem. Like I'm talking about with no referrals, right? But then I want to show you this other thing too, which is very important, and it's this. It is this. Oh. So this one here, guys. This is your leaders commission. So now I'm up to nearly 700, $694.55. This is on top of the $200 a day that I'm getting, right? So this is gonna, I'm gonna see what happens in 5 days' time. Hopefully, I can get this up to $1,000. But this is your leaders commission, and this is from your fresh people buying ad packs with fresh purchases. So this is really important, and it gives you an incentive to, go out there and get referrals for the business, right? So this is uncapped, and that means you'll get 10% from fresh purchases from any of your referrals or anyone new to the business. It doesn't matter, as long as they're buying ad packs with fresh funds. You're going to get a bite of that cherry, and you're going to get 10%. Once they repurchase inside the system, then you'll get 5%, right? So this is just extra money, guys. On top, this is separate from the $200 a day. Once you reach $200 a day, if you want to reach $200 a day, get your ad packs up to 1,400 and 1,500 ad packs. It's that simple, right? How you get there, well, that's up to you. But that's how you do it. It's not hard at all, guys. It's just simple mathematics and doing things consistently. So, today I hit 1,200 ad packs, right? And I want to talk about that. I reached this much quicker. I mean, I don't know how many days. It's been 108, 107 days. I'm nearly going to max this out. I think I'll max this out within, I don't know, definitely by the end of March. Hopefully sooner. So, let's just say 130 days, I'll max this out. Compared to MPA, it took me 10 months. Actually, it took me longer than 10 months. It took me way longer, because if you include the restart and everything, probably 20 months, right? But now, so why have I maxed this out sooner with this, and then it took me less time, right? Well, it's because obviously from where I am now, it's through building my brand, right? It's building, people know me, right? People join me in other programs. I've showed them how to make money, and then they join me in MPCA. But the reason why I've got to 1,200 packs so fast is because I've focused on MPCA, right? If you want results, your results will be determined on the work that you put in, right? It's that plain and simple. That is the simplest equation I can put it. The amount of value that you put out there, the amount of work that you put in, it'll reflect on your results that you have and how much money in the bank you have. Right? So if you've got no money in the bank, guess what? You need to start working harder. You need to start putting out more value. It's that simple. It's when I first started, I used to complicate things. I used to really complicate things and overthink things. But when you break it down to very simply, and you know what you need to do, right? There's no need to complicate things, right? So these are the three keys I would say that have led me here. These are very important, and the people that don't understand these three keys are the ones that are still struggling, right? The program is it doesn't matter what the program is, right? The program is not going to make you successful. You are going to make you successful, right? So understand this point. Doesn't matter, you can go. People want to join these programs and get their weekly return or whatever, blah blah blah. Right? They think that's going to make them successful, but it is not going to make you successful. Yeah, it might give you a little bit of money in the meantime, but you're going to be back to square one in probably a month's time, right? If that program goes out of business, then what do you got? You got nothing, because you haven't built anything, right? You're just relying on a program to give you money, right? And that's only short term, right? Because you haven't built anything long term. You haven't built anything concrete, right? And to do that, you got to build your brand, right? And to do that, it starts with you, right? You got to start doing these things that will build your brand, and over time, your brand is the most important thing in regards. The program is irrelevant, right? Because what you're building is your brand. Your brand will stand there long before the program is gone, right? So that's why I focus on building my brand, because I want to be known as the guy that just comes out and maxes out Rev shares. I want to be known as the king of Rev shares. I want to be known as the go-to guy in Rev shares, or the go-to. That's what you want to get known as. You want to have a reputation in your space. So then all of a sudden now you got admins seeking you out, right? And you're only judged on what you've done, not what you say, right? End of story. People don't care what you say; they only care about what you've done, right? And when you get results, that's when people start to turn. They look at you, and then they seek you out, right? Because you got the results. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? Talking doesn't matter at all. What matters is results, right? So you gotta focus on building your brand, right? And the things that I've said in this post are very, very, very important if you understand them. Focus, discipline, and patience, right? These 3 words are really all you need. I mean, there's a lot of other things that I could have thrown in there, right? Hard work. There's so many different words I can't even think of them now, right? But these are probably the most important. Focus, discipline, and patience, right? And I say this. I've said this in many live streams, but people look at this sort of stuff and go, "Oh yeah, we know all that," but they don't apply it, right? They don't apply it in their business. And the ones that don't apply it are still the ones that are still struggling, right? Focus. Let's go through them. Focus. When you focus on something, you're putting all your energy into it. You're not dissipating energy. You're not filtering your energy. I saw a post the other day on Facebook, and this guy proudly displayed about, 10 or 12 different programs that he was in. Proudly displayed it. I didn't comment or anything. I just left it. I didn't want to comment. I just left it. Because if I commented, it probably would. He probably might have seen that comment in a negative way. So I just left it as is. But when I looked at all these programs, some were good programs, some were bad programs. When I looked at them, every single program he did, every single one he half-assed it, right? He had 10 ad packs in one, 50 ad packs in one, 100 ad packs. All of them were all half-assed, results, right? All of them. What's the point in having 10 or 15 programs and you half-assed every single one? Not even half-assed. I think it was like a third-assed or even eighth-assed. Is a 16th-assed? Is something even possible? Well, that's what he did. He 16th-assed every single thing, right? I'm not picking on this guy, but what I'm saying is you need to focus on the one thing, because you only have so much energy, time in the day, right? And if you focus on the one thing, you can build it big, right? And you can max it out, and then that's going to give you an income. And I've said this before. And then you can do the next one, max that out, and all of a sudden you got income from this or income from that, and then you go into the next one, you max that out, right? So this is the key. The key is focus, right? The key is focus, right? What I'm talking about focus is, when I say focus, I mean focus on the one program, right? And then People say, oh yeah, I focus, right? No, you don't focus if you're not focusing on the one program, right? Because then when something bright and shiny fucking pops up, right, they're the first ones to jump on it because they think that the program is going to make them successful. It's not the program that's going to make them successful, right? It's the person that drives the ship that's going to make them successful, and that's you. You personally will make you successful, right? So if you're not getting out of your shell, if you're not challenging yourself every day, right, guess what? If the program goes away, you got nothing. You haven't built your brand. You haven't done nothing. You haven't set a foundation or nothing, right? This is what I see it's happening, right? And I understand Rev Shares is a fantastic model, but if you're not growing, you're dying, right? And you need to understand that if the program goes away, guess what? So does your income. You haven't built anything, right? That's why it's very important to build your brand, promote you, because if the program goes away, guess what? I've got 1,000 people already, because I've offered them value, that are willing to, see what else I got, because I've already helped them in the past make money. This is what I'm talking about, your brand, right? Programs will be long gone, your brand will always be there. So focus on the one thing, right, and get it going and max it out, and then move on to the next one, right? And focus is something that probably, look, I'm just assuming this, okay, I could be wrong, but I'm just looking at the results that are on Facebook, and there's probably, I would say, 80 to 90% of the people that are running around on Facebook like headless chooks not making any money. So I would assuming that 80 or 90% of the people on Facebook are running around like headless chooks not making money because they're not focusing. Okay, so when a program pops up, this is what I mean. I've seen them. I've looked at probably about 4 Rev Shares that have popped up in the last week or 10 days, right? Oh, we're going to launch new Rev Shares, blah 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 blah. Okay, nothing wrong with those Rev Shares. They're probably good. They're probably going to be good Rev Shares in time, right? And I saw this one lady, and she said, "Look, again, like I nothing against her. I just think that people should not be giving advice like she did, because it's the wrong advice, right? It is totally the wrong advice." And she said, join the new programs. She only joins new Rev Shares. Like, I'm not picking on her, but this is the worst advice you could ever give, right? And this is what I see what's happening on Facebook, right? People that don't have results have all become experts, right? And they're misleading other people, right? And then they're the first ones to jump on a program because they're not focused, or they just run around like a headless chook. And they're the ones that are giving advice, and it's like the ones that are easily led, they'll follow them, right? So, and again, it goes back to your goals, go back to your why, and all that sort of stuff that I said yesterday, right? So if you know your why, then you will remain focused, and when these bright shiny objects come up, which will soon disappear, right? When these bright shiny objects come up and they'll soon disappear, guess what? You could have focused on the one program and built it out, but now you focused and you lost focus, you got distracted, and you joined this shiny object, and guess what? 2 months down the track, it's disappeared, and you could have put that money, you could have put that energy in that into building that original program that you're with, right? And then you're going to come back to that program and go, I should have stayed with this program, right? I know the feeling. I've done it many times. So this is what I mean by focus. When a bright shiny object comes along, remember, focus, and don't join that program, because it's not going to be around in 2 or 3 months, right? So focus is what I mean. So that is number 1 key point. Number 2, discipline. I need to go into discipline, right? Every single day. You see my live streams every single day, right? This is what I'm talking about, discipline, right? I'm just not talking about it, right? I'm not just preaching it, right? I'm doing it every single day. I am one of the top earners in Rev Shares, right? So I don't need to be doing live streams. I don't need to be doing videos. I don't need to be doing anything, right? But why do I do it still single day? Because I'm pushing myself every single day to do something that, is going to move me forward regardless of where I'm at. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I'm a top income earner or not, right? I act as if I'm broke, right? And I'm hungry, right? So despite of how many ad packs I've got and how many ad packs you got, right? I'll still outwork you because I'm more hungry than you, right? So this is the difference. Every single day I'm consistent and I stay disciplined, right? And this is also another thing that people they just don't have discipline, right? This is the difference between someone that wins and someone that loses, right? You need to have discipline, right? And you need to do it every single day. Because going one day to the gym is not going to make you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger if you want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's going to take you 20 years, right? And this never stops, right? It's consistency every day. Okay, every now and again I might drop off. We're going on holidays soon, so you probably won't see my live streams, but I'm still going to put a bit of content out there every single day. It's all about consistency. There's probably another one I could have thrown in there. Consistency. It's about discipline. Again, these keys have got nothing to do with the program. They've got everything to do with you because you control the ship and you're responsible. So the last one, this is, I love this one. This one is so important. I just absolutely love it. And I didn't get it. I didn't understand this one when I first started doing online. I was so, I just wanted to make money, right? I wanted to make it fast. But then once I understood that time is on your side, right? Time is on your side. Time is like something that works for you in your favor, right? Most people don't understand this. Time is like your friend, right? And it's working for you because the longer you work something and you focus on it, it grows bigger, right? It grows bigger. And patience is an awesome one. And this is something that I still struggle with every day. It's patience. I love it. And so that's it, guys. If you want some more information on mastering these keys, I would go to Amazon and buy books on them, right? Off the bat, I don't know how many